Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for the Q&A of Over My Dead Body. I'm so excited to have the writer, director, and producer of the movie here with us today to kind of talk about her inspiration for making the film. Before we get started, I did want to remind everyone to remember to rate the movies whenever you're done watching. That's going to help us determine our audience award at the end of the week. So remember to do that. It's very important. And then I also wanted to thank all of our sponsors, including our major sponsors, as well as the sponsor for this film, Janet Kershaw, McLennan MD. So thank you, Janet, and thank you all of our sponsors. We couldn't pull this thing off without you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I want to jump in. First, do you want to just kind of introduce yourself, how you got started with wanting to make this movie and just kind of your inspiration for making it?
My name is Meital Cohen Navarro. I born and grew up, raised, whatever how you want to say it, in Israel. I came here after many years in Africa, and I came to Los Angeles 3 years ago, and doing this film, it's part of moving here. I was introduced to this amazing, huge Persian Jewish community here in Los Angeles, and it's reminded me home. You know, I'm not a Persian, but I'm half Moroccan, half Yemenite, and it was I felt very like I felt home, like the way they treat the food and everything. So it was definitely part of the inspiration doing this film.
Awesome. That's so cool. And do you want to talk maybe a little bit just about your preparation for making this film? I know that you don't speak Farsi, and so that was kind of something that you had to contribute into making this movie and producing it or directing it. But yeah, do you want to just talk about maybe some of the preparation that went into making it?
Yes. I was trying to keep the story authentic. What does it mean? Like, you know, before I even started to write the screenplay, or I knew exactly what going to be the story, I knew the theme that I want to touch. I want to touch the immigrants, immigrant family from, in this case, it's a Iranian Jewish that moved to America.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start to have like interviews with people from the communities, the young generation, the old generation, the parents, the grandparents, the uncles, the brothers, the sisters, everybody. And you know, and this is how it helps me first to know better the Persian community. I know Persians, and it's very, very similar to where I'm coming from. But
Right.
still, every culture have their own nuance and their own taboos. And this is part of this film. And to be authentic, and to keep it in, you know, to keep it how it really happens, I decided to make the film in Farsi and not in English. Although they are all speaking a beautiful English, the young generation grew up here in the United States and they are American, but at home they all speak in Farsi. And
Right.
I can't direct a film without understanding the language. So I'm not a fluent, but back then I was like, you know, listening and learning and understanding the dialect, the world, everything. So yeah, it's important, and it's a journey. It's a nice, fun journey for me.
Well, that's so cool. I mean, that's commitment. You know, that's awesome. So props to you for doing that. I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of the conflict between family and culture and love and respect, and just kind of how all of those push and pull with each other in this movie. So what was your kind of take on the balance between all of that when making the movie?
Wow, this is a very deep, long answer. Let me try to simplify it a little bit. Okay. So I'm a grandchild for immigrants. My grandparents immigrant in the early 50s. My mother's side from Morocco, it's North Africa, and my father's side, my grandparents from my father's side, it's from Yemen. And you know, back then Israel it was a developing country, and they had so many difficulties with language, with culture, exactly what I feel that my family and Over My Dead Body have. So I'm kind of second generation of immigrants with all the baggage that they're coming from, and all the you know, the conflicts, you know, from one hand to keep your traditions, your language, what you respect and love. In Israel back then they had like a melting pot policy, so
Yeah.
they weren't allowed to speak their language, and how difficult it is for them, and everything that they knew, it was different. So here it's the same. The Isfahan's family immigrant maybe 30 years ago, each one of them from his own reason that they basically share in the film.
Right.
And so I think this story, the narrative of Isfahan and her family, it's it's international. It's a universal story. Many people from all around the world. It doesn't matter where are you coming from, or what religion are you. You
Right.
can identify it, or you can see yourself, or you can connect to this kind of story. And this is why like all this culture and family and love and everything mixed together. I hope I answer.
Yeah, no, that was amazing. And that's so cool. And just on the culture aspect of things too, I loved how the opening sequence, it was just like, it was this chaotic and fun and excited, like putting all the food and stuff, getting it ready for dinner. And then it flashes straight to just a very awkward, like formal kind of dinner party. And I'm wondering how the two of those connect, like why did you want to pair those two scenes together?
So I remember for me, when every time we have a guest at home, in this case, it wasn't yet dinner, it was like an afternoon tea, but it looked like a dinner. This is all about so rich, everything. Like one person will come and all the kitchen is outside, and you have all the goods. And this is this is my memory as a child. Like every time someone is coming and you have everything on the table. And for me, it was a good thing also to set up the relationship between the mother and the daughter, kind of like, I would used to put something on the table, and my mom always put it and organize it differently.
Yeah.
And it's her last decision where everything going to be. I'm just suggesting here, and I think this is part of it, because this is the culture. It's fun, it's warm, it's like exciting, it's welcoming. And then they sit in front of each other. The parents kind of know what's going to happen. They were waiting for this announcement for a long time, not for this specific announcement, but they knew what's going on, but they were waiting for it. So this is why it starts from, and then he comes and we start the film.
Yeah, so cool. I want to talk a little bit about the ending of the movie, and her going into, this will be aired after the movie, so no spoilers. But but she goes into the bathroom, washes her face a little bit, and then it's kind of just left for the audience to think of what happens next, right? So what was your kind of take on that? Why did you want to end it like that? And what has the response been from audiences seeing it?
So first, not many audiences will see. I hope now, after this festival, I will get more,
Yes.
feedbacks. But until now, the ending is very, you can say, controversial.
Mm-hmm.
I choose the right word. Like, I get phone calls and emails. You should, like, why she's doing that? No, is she? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Like, you should end it this way. You should end it this way. All the people around that watch the film had a different ending for the film. But the ending, it's also the message at the end. The ending, it's kind of a metaphor. She looks at the container, the fuel container,
Yeah.
and everybody thinks she's might, suicide or something, but she doesn't need to. She chose her family, and in the same way, she's kind of a dead person. She's like, she doesn't need to kill herself. The ending for me, at least what I was trying to do here is to create a metaphor for her feelings. And if I was trying to make a film, and this is also part of the message in the film, we want to get to the message.
Yeah, go for it.
Tied in,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I could make her like the strong American woman that, you know what, F you all, I'm taking my luggage and I'm leaving. I'm going for my love, for my freedom, for exactly what I want to do. Like, and you don't want to support me, that's it. I'm 31, I'm adult, I can, I don't care anymore, that's it. But this is, part of my interviews in the community. I met girls or women that choose love over family, and they were cut off their family completely. The family didn't talk to them for years, and how devastating it for them. At the beginning, maybe they felt freedom. They felt that okay, that's it. I'm like, the toll of my parents, is off. Like, I'm a free woman. But with the years, the pain or sacrificing something that they are part of, it was create, like, make them to end their relationship that they left the family for.
Yeah.
So I choose to, I wanted Isfahan to choose the family, and I want at the end, I want the family, the older generation, will watch the film and will see how much toll the younger generation have, because they
Yeah.
grew up in a modern liberal community. But in the same time, I want the younger generation will watch the film and will see the parents how painful and how breaking. Sorry, I'm excited when I'm.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Like, such a heartbreaking situation for them. It was easy to put the parents as the evil and Isfahan, the daughter, as the angel. But this is not. I'm trying to dismantle the wall here between the two generations, and I hope I can. I hope I succeed. I hope people will see what I was trying. It's not like she is good, she is right. Obviously, I believe in her. This is the way that it should be. But both sides need to understand each other to get to
Yeah.
bridge the gap,
Yeah.
and not like it's black or white. There is no black and white. There is gray area here, and
Yeah.
this is why I choose to finish the film as it is. I believe it will create a much powerful impact on the audience. Then she left.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally. Well, I think that's so beautiful how I think just with the world today and everything, there needs to be just more understanding between people. And so just what you said of like, as long as we can see both sides of it and we can see where the parents and the more traditional things are coming from, and we can also see where, the younger generation stands on it, and we can just at least understand the two sides, then there's gonna be, just more fluidity and more peace and harmony just amongst everyone. So I love that was your message.
It will be easier for you to reach to the other person. It doesn't matter if it's parents or someone else. Once you understand why he opposite your opinion or whatever you want, once you understand him, it's different discussion. It's important. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
World, let's say.
Well, I love that. Do you have any just final comments about what you want to talk about, or just anything else about this film, anything else about maybe future projects that are coming up, or how can people get connected with you? Yeah.
Okay, so this film I'm developing to a TV series, a TV show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like we really at the end of the development. Soon
Nice.
we start to look for a home, and so wish us good luck. And if one of the executive in the audience,
Yeah.
they can contact you or email me. Very easy to find me.
Sure.
And yes, I was about to shoot a feature in the summer, and then pandemic happened.
Right.
It's also a woman-driven story, very powerful one, also cultural. But I hope I will do it soon. And yeah, I'm working on some interesting other projects. Hopefully, it will get done soon, and we can share it next year in San
In person.
Obispo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm very happy to be part of this festival. Really, it's my honor as well.
Well, we're so happy to, have you a part of the festival and this film and just the message of it. And thank you so much for taking the time to just do this Q&A and kind of dive a little bit deeper into the backstory of it all and why you wanted to make it and the message behind it. So thank you so much.
And audience, you can comment on our page, and we have Instagram page. You can comment on my page, on Facebook page. I want to hear feedbacks. I can't be with you in the screening, and it's important. It's different feeling now when we have the virtual festivals, and I can't really connect with the audience. So it's sad, but write us. Let us know.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you.